This is my portable air conditioner. Everything seems to work except it stopped blowing cold air. What I noticed was the compressor wasn't kicking on. I almost threw it away, but when I was shopping for a new one, I remembered this one was like 500 bucks. This is a fancy one with air conditioning and heating. Let's take it apart and see if we can find out what's wrong. If I can't fix it, it was trash anyway. There are several reasons why a compressor won't turn on. It could be low on refrigerant because of a leak. It could be an electrical problem. It could be a bad switch, like a pressure switch or a temperature switch. It could be the compressor just mechanically failed. The first thing I'm going to look for is a refrigerant leak. If it has a refrigerant leak, I'll need the right refrigerant. This one uses R410A, which I have. You'll also need manifold gauges and a service port or access port. Portable air conditioners usually don't have an access port, but you can buy a kit to add one. Whenever there's a refrigerant leak, I'll usually find it where copper pieces are joined together, like at the evaporator and condenser coils. There are lots of opportunities for it to leak here. If there's a leak, I'm going to find some oily residue on the pipes. I can't spot any refrigerant leaks, so I'm going to move on to electrical. I'm looking for any signs of failure, like burn marks on the back of boards or melted wires. The control panel looks okay. So far the wiring looks okay. The wires all go into this box here, so I'm going to open up this box. If you see something like this, you should be careful. This is a capacitor. If you touch the prongs, it could give you a nice shock. I'm not going to mess with this, but if I need to, I'll discharge it by touching the two prongs together with something metal like a screwdriver. Okay, we have some burnt wires here and some component that looks melted. This spade connector was really loose, so let's tighten this up and see if that takes care of it. Well, the compressor's still not kicking on, and I'm still not getting cold air. Let's see if I can find out what this burnt component is. Looks like a relay, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure this is a relay. It has 4 pins. In a relay, usually you supply a small amount of current to 2 pins to make a connection between 2 other pins that carry a larger current. So I'm going to connect these 2 big wires together and see if that turns on the compressor. I've made the connection and the compressor kicks on, so most likely this relay is bad. If you really want to get technical, I can run tests to see if the relay is even getting signal. I could try to find out why this thing even melted. Maybe the compressor is pulling too much current. But if it's a cheap part, I'm just going to pop it in and see if it fixes it. Well, the part's definitely cheap, but you can only get it from China, so I'm going to order it and have to wait for it to arrive. The part's finally arrived, so let's install it and see if it works. Looks the same. I'm going to use this solder sucker to desolder the old relay. I should take care of this wire while I'm here. The wire's long enough for me to cut off the burnt section and put a new spade connector on. Oh, the compressor kicked on. Now it's getting cold. Looks like that relay was a problem after all. So there we have it. For about an hour's worth of work in a $5 part, I saved myself 500 bucks.